What's up? I'm Gary LaVard, and if you see me on the street, you can call me Gary LaVard. And here is an outpour of my story.
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about.
My coming out story was a disaster. Yeah, you caught me off guard with that. Can I think about that? I came out many years ago, very dramatic. I was actually on the verge of committing suicide because I could not come to terms with my sexuality. Once I had that suicide attempt, I got to the place where I couldn't live life like that, and I wanted to live. So I ended up telling my mom and my sister, and they were extremely supportive. Nothing happened that I thought would happen, like losing my mom or losing my sister. They were very, very much so there for me. And I'm here today, happy and proud. I think the indication of me losing relatives was in my head. I'm extremely close with my family, so I thought if I had told them such, me being gay, that I could lose them, and it just wasn't, growing up in Detroit wasn't a thing that was in your face. I didn't see gay people often, saw it on TV. So, with me being that way, I just felt I had the potential, or potentially could lose my mom and sister based off of my sexuality. The lesson for me is to get out of my head. A lot of times we can talk ourselves in or out of something, and I'm naturally an overthinker. So when I think of the consequences of something, or the consequences of, in this case, my sexuality, I overthought it, but that just goes to show you never know what people are thinking, or how people will receive what you have to tell them. So I would say being upfront and being honest, and being transparent, and not being scared of your truth. I've actually been able to use that in other areas of my life since then. So the acting bug started with The Walking Dead. I was hired to play a zombie on the show The Walking Dead, season 3. After doing that, I came home from working on set for about 15, 16 hours, and I just had this fire inside of me, and I just wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep acting. And I also felt alive. I felt my most happiest while I was on set. So after doing The Walking Dead, I continued to do more and more and more and more, to eventually I'm where I'm at today. But it all started with The Walking Dead. I'm definitely still waiting for my big break. I've had great moments. I've been very blessed, but I'm still waiting on the moment to pop, on a universal level. So hopefully that's happening soon. So the web series actually was something I had never thought about before. After The Walking Dead, I was predominantly in film, and I was predominantly in TV and movies. The web series thing came about. It seemed interesting, the storyline, and it was also a time where the industry was changing in terms of like being able to watch shows a la carte and digitally. The Netflixes and the Hulus of the world were coming to the forefront. So I wanted to be a part of that. So being a part of About Him, and even before that, so it was Chicago. We were getting ready to premiere the season finale of About Him in Chicago. And prior, or leading up to that time, we were getting ready. We were just, in our hotel, doing our thing. On our way, we did our prayers, and we prayed, and we just hoped for the best. And when we arrived, there were literally lines of people wrapped around the building to see us, and that was crazy. I got chills up my spine. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that all of those people were there to support us and to watch something that we had created. it was very unexpected, and I think we knew the project was great. We knew that the project was out there and that people liked it, but I think when people come in and show their support in person, that's a completely different level of support. So to pull up and to see, you know, like lines of people waiting to get in, it was just like a dream come true. It was unreal in a sense, and I got out of the car and I kept my composure and went in, but in my head I was just like, ah, you know, because it was such a good feeling and such a great thing just to be acknowledged by the public for work you've worked so hard on, you know. I realized everyone did not have the talent of acting just from watching other shows, other films, you know. I would see what I didn't like. I would see the uncomfortability that people would have on camera, you know, and I knew that wasn't me. Also, the work that you put in terms of the training, you know, there's people who want to be on TV and want to act, but they're not willing to put in the training. So that was another thing, you know, I was willing to put in the training. Like, I loved the 15, 16 hours on set. I loved every aspect of acting. I loved watching the lights get set up. I loved watching the cameras get set up. So I had an infatuation with everything that was acting, and that's what I felt like separated me from the bunch. It was never anything about me wanting to be popular or famous or anything like that. It was more so about the craft and how alive I felt while acting, you know, and what it did for me personally, you know. Acting also built confidence. You know, I wasn't the most confident even when I first started acting, you know, so through it I've learned to develop confidence just from watching myself on camera, and also critiquing myself, knowing where I wanted to improve at, you know, and then finding my niche, you know, what was my acting style, what did I fit in, knowing that I didn't fit for every role, you know, and furthermore, just challenging myself too to do roles that were completely outside of who I am. And I think that that's the beauty of being an actor. I get to play characters that are not me, you know, and through playing those characters, I actually discover tons of things about myself, which is a great thing. So acting as a whole, I just love it. One of my favorite moments being an actor was working on Little. Everyone who knows me know I love Regina Hall. So Regina Hall was like my girl from Scary Movie. And I remember day one on set coming to film, and she was just so open, and we talked about everything from like dieting to just like very random facts, and I just couldn't believe I was speaking to her. And what put the icing on the cake for me was the following day, she went up to the producer of the film, which is Tina Gordon, and she asked, who's the guy I was talking to? And she literally, you know, was referring to me, and I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, wow, Regina Hall, you know, and you know, I love Regina Hall. So that was a moment for me when I knew I was where I wanted to be. What's next for me? I'm into music and film, you know, so right now I'm getting ready to start production on season 2 of my show, My Life, which I'm executive producing and starring in. Season 1 is currently in the film festival circuit. We've won 3 awards so far, and they're still rolling in, so that's good, but we're getting ready to film second season, and I'm also getting ready to drop new music, which is great. A lot of the music that I'll be releasing will also accompany the projects that I'm directing. I have my own production company, Glow Media Network, so I'll be doing a lot of things under my own imprint, and then in addition to getting back into doing mainstream projects and things like that. But right now, that's my focus, you know, to create my own opportunities and to cast myself in projects and play the roles that I've always wanted to play and may not have gotten the opportunity yet. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm looking to go. And I'm super excited. Top of mind when someone asks me who's my favorite actor or actress, I would have to say Queen Latifah. And I say that because, you know, she started in music and she killed it in music, and she went into films and she's killing it on TV, she's killing it in movies. She's literally, everything she puts her hands on is a success, and I admire that. I like someone who could wear many different hats. The piece of advice I would give my younger self is to not take anything personal. I've learned just through auditioning and in the very beginning stages of my career, I remember going on to auditions and not getting the parts and being upset and wondering why they didn't pick me and why this and why that, and questioning my own abilities as an actor and things like that. But I learned later on in life that sometimes you just don't fit the vision of what the part is. You know, it has nothing to do with who I am as an actor or a person. It is what it is. I'm Gary LaVard. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it.